I'm looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. After the 5th whereas, and it has deadlines. It talks about the commence audit field work starting June 1st. But then it says to present the ASFR and reports to the City Council on September 30th. One of the reasons, Mr. Hodges, why we want to make sure that we get this done in a timely manner and make sure that we, go through what we need to engage, et cetera, is because it's important that we're able to know the fund balance, what's restricted, what's unrestricted, et cetera, before we adopt a budget. And I'm looking at our tentative budget hearing schedule, and we have here that we adopt a budget on September 7th. And I guess this body would like to know if there's a way that we can move this. What did you say, by the 31st of July?
Well, I would love to see it by the end of July, if
By
at
the-
all possible.
By the end of July.
So you're asking me to complete an audit that we have no information on yet and don't even have an engagement letter on yet in 2 months?
Yeah, yes, that is what.
That's where. No,
That is not possible.
okay.
Right.
Yeah. So
For the record.
Yeah, for
At the end of August.
That helps.
What is
he said it's not possible.
No. So give us some more feedback than just it's not possible. Can you? Is there any way that something we could do better on our side to facilitate it getting done by the end of August?
I don't have any information at this point,
Okay.
so I don't have any idea of what's wrong or what needs to be done. All I can base it on is the previous years, and based on the previous years, there are just way too many issues to have them all resolved in that short length of time.
Okay.
I just received a call from Shanikia 10 minutes ago that this meeting was happening, and I haven't even received the order. I don't have a copy of the order that you're looking at, so I don't know what's in the order that you're looking at.
Okay. Miss Lindsay, you had a question?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry, legal, did you need
I
to
just was going
respond?
to respond real quick to you, Scott. The order is the exact same order we've done in the past. We just changed the dates. So we did just use the exact same template that we've used in the past. I didn't know you did not have it, but it's the exact same template we've used in the past. Same one we used last year. We just changed the dates out. And the dates that they're talking about, you originally had dates that went from the commencement of, I think it went from the commencement of the field work all the way through to presenting it to the city council. And the only dates that they're looking at is a commencement of audit field work on June 1st, so today, and then presenting it to the city council on both the, I think y'all say AFR now, on the AFR and the State Tort Claims Fund. Both will be presented to the council on September 30th, 2023. And that's based on the fact that I think in the past you had about a 6 to 7 month time span between commencing the work and actually presenting it. And so Sharon in finance decided to stick with the 6 months, and she gave us the September 30th date.
Mr. Foote,
Yes, Ms. Lindsay,
I
go
would
ahead.
like to continue
I'm sorry.
now. Mr. Hodges, first of all, I think we all understand that by the end of July was unrealistic, but we also feel like we have to ask. And so, I want to know, on average, how long has it been taking for us to get these audits completed, given the back and forth between, between the different departments in finance and your office? How long has it, from point, when do you generally start on it, and how long does it take to get it finished? Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute, Mr. Hodges. You're on mute. Mr. Hodges, we can't hear you. Mr. Hodges?
Did we mute him?
Yes, okay. Am I unmuted now?
You're unmuted now. Thank you.
Okay. last year, we received the initial information around the end of April, and we issued the reports in February. So that's about 10 months.
And has there been any preliminary work done this year to get ready?
We can't do any work until we have an engagement letter.
Right, that's right.
We've not been hired yet.
So we hope to do that today. So starting now, so you started last year in April, and this year you would start
June?
maybe June if you can schedule it. When would be a realistic date for us to receive this report?
Realistically, probably February. Hopefully by the end of September. I mean, the goal would be to get it done by the end of September. But realistically, I'm not sure if that's possible. But
So,
again, I don't have any
yeah.
information.
Yeah.
It may be in much better shape than last year, and it may be that we can get it done by the end of September.
Well, we appreciate you, Mr. Hodges, and we know that this has not been easy. And so thank you for being willing to do it again. We're grateful to you for being willing to continue. So we can hope for the end of September, at least we would have the numbers before we start the new fiscal year, October 1.
Note that Ms. Lee has joined us by teleconference, and Mr. Grizel's now in the chambers. So we have 5 people here. Do we have any questions from Mr. Grizel or Ms. Lee for the auditor?
No, just basically we can't get one until when?
Until after we pass the budget again.
No, you can't get a.
When the audit will be presented to us, that's what you're asking?
Right.
Yeah.
He's saying
He hasn't started yet. I mean, because they
he hadn't been engaged.
haven't engaged yet. So this is just a.
Typically, I guess from what Scott is saying, he would have been engaged by February. Last February?
Just 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and it's June now. Budget starts in, August. We adopt a budget on the 7th of September, and one of the things that I was explaining, and just to catch colleagues up, how hard it is to make that decision not knowing what's in fund balance and what are restricted, what are unrestricted is, et cetera. I guess, Scott, you said that the earliest, and I'm just pushing because, we have till the 30th or the last day of September to adopt the budget legally. Oh, it has to be done by the 15th. Is there any way with this engagement happening pending a very good relationship or exchange of information between the Department of Finance and yourself that we could push to get this done before we have to adopt our budget?
We'll definitely make every effort to get it done, but based on prior years, I doubt that will happen.
Okay.
But it is possible, and we'll make every effort to do that. But understand, we have other engagements scheduled because we had no idea when the city was going to approve this hiring us. And I sent the engagement letters March 1st, and have had no response as far as hiring us for 3 months now. We had time on our schedule, but that time has passed. We can't just leave our schedule wide open, not knowing when we're going to be engaged, or we still don't even know when the city's going to be ready, if they're ready. I have no idea if they're ready today, or it'll be 2 months down the road before we even get initial information.
So, Mr. Hodges, who did you send the engagement letter to?
I sent the engagement letter to Mr. Melenbaca, to Shanikia, to you, to Mr. Foote, to Joe Caldwell, on March 1st.
Any other questions? Any other discussion between ourselves? Anybody want to? I think we should go ahead and I would encourage my fellow council members to support this item because we need to get started. I'm not sure the finance people aren't here to talk about it, whether they're ready to go. Well, I think we need to assume that if we didn't support this item, that we'd be even further behind the 8 ball.
So, yeah, I think you're right. Mr. Hodges, I guess, you know, for us to understand, I don't want to belabor the time, but, you know, whatever needs to happen in finance are between, you know, yourself and finance with particular deadlines, you know, the things that we need to meet in a timely manner. The portion that we were waiting on, you know, from even our outside agencies, I think we were waiting on the convention center to get some stuff, you know, all those other things. I mean, will you be providing a running checklist to Mr. Mellenbecker and Department of Finance with some deadlines that you would like to meet?
At this point, yes, we will request information as we go along. We'll do our best to get all of that out there. The information that we need is pretty much the same information that we've requested last year. There's nothing that we'll need that the city shouldn't already have available or know that we need.
Okay.
But we'll send, yes, we will send an updated request list to the finance department as we go along.
Any other questions of Mr. Hodges? If not, is everybody ready to vote? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so on item 1, all in favor of this order authorizing the mayor to execute the audit agreement letter with Tam Russ and Brown?
Aye.
Item passes 5-0. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hodges. And
Thank you.
feel free to call us if you've got some issues that you think we need to know about. If the clerk could put item 2 on the floor.
Order amending the fiscal year 2023-2024 budget of the general government, Office of the City Attorney.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. If you want to tell us about this, Ms. Martin.
Sure. This is a budget revision. We previously moved some money so that we could hire a legal assistant to support the Civil Service Division and the legal department. And when we went to we interviewed, we ready to hire the person, and finance told us we were missing another $3,500 based on like the fringe and benefits. So this is to move that $3,500 so we can hire that individual.
Okay. Where are you moving it from?
Oh, you had an order in front of me.
It's an account number. I'm just curious what the account.
It's 611. I mean 6111.
Sorry, and it's
Form 1.
Fiscal year 2022-2023 budget. The what was read into the record is wrong. Terry is making a comment that what was read into the record, it should be amending the fiscal year 2022-2023 budget of general government. And it's being moved from contract labor to salaries.
That's a line item in your budget?
It's a line item in my budget. I have a contract labor line item. We hadn't spent any money out of that. We actually, the intern that we hired, we're spending money out of that contract labor for that intern, and then we're moving this, what's left in there, essentially we're moving that to salary so we can pay for the legal assistant.
Okay. But her salary's going to, the legal assistance can be greater than $3,000.
Yes. The other money is already in the salary line item, but when we went to do the